That's right. Welcome in. Welcome back, folks, to a Notre Dame's got a new quarterback again. Riley Leonard to Notre Dame after all the rumors and all of this and that, and he's going to be on campus. And what are we going to do? Is there NIL involved? What did it? After all that, Riley Leonard to Notre Dame becomes official addition to the Always Irish Show. As always, thank you for being here. You can find a program on YouTube. Do it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps Johnny Boy out as well. Notifications on that way you will learn it every time a new episode drops. I know you don't want to miss it. Twitter. Search bar Always Irish Rat. Always Irish Inc. Emails alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want it. You can get it to Cowlin Lines. 312-988-15. Tell Johnny all the football happenings you've heard and seen. All your social media, Always Irish Inc., USA Today, Fighting Irish Wire. Read all about it if you don't want to see my face. I don't blame you. Patreon.com/Always Irish. Former Notre Dame captain, leading tackler for the Irish, Mike Goolsby and myself breaking down all things Notre Dame. Mike doesn't hold back with his opinions behind the old paywall there. Thank you to everybody that's joined us, and feel free to check it out. Link in the description. All right. News, more news, rumor, news. It's been a wild couple weeks. It hits me the wrong way that the last few weeks of games had no juice at all, and then the season's over, and now there's action out the ass. It kind of rubs me the wrong way, but it's where we're at. So after all the rumors and all the whispers and all of that, Duke quarterback Riley Leonard will officially play for Notre Dame next year. Okay? I'm really interested to hear what you Notre Dame fans think of this. Do you love it? Do you hate it? This is an interesting one. Are you less excited about this since we tried to do this last year and Hartman didn't go as well as we all hoped, raising the whole bar of the offense and all that, being the reason we win the biggest games and all this? Or is that not even fair to look at because they're totally different guys, totally different situations? Or are you entering this totally neutral? Great, he wants to be here. Let's wait and see how it goes. I'm really interested to know where you guys fall on this. Here's a few things that I think of right away with this. Number one, I do hope there's a legitimate competition between Leonard, Angeli, and Minchie. Everybody deserves that. Everybody in this dynamic and their unique place in it deserves that. And may the best player win out. Now, I know some people are going to say, John, you're getting sneaky. I know the way people think, John, you're getting sneaky. Even if you think Riley Leonard's the guy, you got to say it's a competition, keep the other guys in the fold and engaged. And so they're not in the transfer portal. I'm not saying anything nefarious. I think it'd be fair to everybody involved to have a legitimate competition in the spring, get the best out of everybody competing, and let the best player win. Next, there's a couple unique features about Riley Leonard that I think are really going to help Notre Dame in a way that Sam Hartman could not. This is something Goolsby spoke a lot about when Riley's name came up as a Notre Dame option. Goolsby was all over this, and I want to give him credit for that. Number one, the guy's 6'4", 215. He's a big-ass dude, and I like that. He's like two Drew Pines stacked on top of each other. I love it. He'll be able to see over the line to throw a pass. It's great. So I love that personally. Number two, he's very mobile and he's very gifted at it. This is a feature that Hartman really didn't have. Ironically, you could argue he showed it the most with the wheels against Riley Leonard's old team on 4th and 18 scramble or whatever it was. But this could be different. Designed runs can be a thing now. every passing play can also turn into a running play now if this is the way we go. I think that all helps Parker out a lot. It gives him a lot more freedom with what he could dial up and try and do. And also, it gives him bailouts when things don't work out that a more stationary quarterback is not going to feature. Right? Gosh, I can't tell you how many times I watch Milroe at Alabama, or I watch Kelly's quarterback Daniels down at LSU. They drop back to pass, and then, I scan around, nobody's open, and then they shoot through a gap for a 35-yard run and flip the field. Like, for all the gifts Hartman had, that wasn't one that he was naturally gifted at. He could do it in an absolute necessity, but it's not the sort of thing you would game plan in. So I think this could help Parker out a lot, give him more freedom, make every play into two possibilities. And I think Parker's more comfortable with this sort of mobile guy. That's what he likes, a dual threat anyways. Quite frankly, so do I. You want to know why? Let me tell you why. Does it seem to you like Notre Dame's ever going to have like a top 5, top 10 wide receiving core in college football? Doesn't feel that way to me. Does not feel that way to me. We're certainly nowhere near it. So if I'm going to be in a situation where I'm not going to have top-notch athletes all over in depth in that wide receiver situation, maybe we get there, but we're not there yet. If I ain't going to have that, give me this sort of thing to make up for that, where the guy, if nobody's open, then he can run. I'm to the point where if Notre Dame's going to have a stationary drop-back passer that's not mobile, I need an actual O-line and I need actual dudes out there, a bunch of them that I can count on to get their ass open. Otherwise, give me a quarterback that can run it then. So that's kind of how I see this as an initial glance. Long term, I still want Notre Dame to develop a homegrown guy, let him grow with the team, let everybody grow together, mature together, matriculate through all the Notre Dame challenges together, build that camaraderie over the years. I know I'm an old guy, but I still see value in that. Sue me. I still see value in that being Notre Dame's primary path of building a stable operation. That being said, when I say I want a homegrown guy, develop our guy, it can't just be any guy. It's got to be the right damn guy. So is that Carr or is that Deuce? Everybody I'm speaking to tells me Deuce is the type of athletic freak Notre Dame does not get. He is that alien athlete. That's exactly what GOOLSBY called him. An alien type athlete, the kind Notre Dame does not get. They could throw it a mile and run like a deer. And we're just not there yet, though. We're just not there yet. I think Notre Dame themselves hopes to be able to get out of this year in, year out transfer chaos market. Hopefully after this cycle to be able to focus on these younger guys that have legitimate higher end upside than the other guys in the building. Here's the other thing. Overall, I got to say I'm incredibly pleased and impressed with the aggressiveness that Freeman and the staff are showing in the portal and the recruiting trail. It seems like Notre Dame staff is in overdrive on both the regular recruiting and in the portal. I love it. I absolutely love it. Everybody's it felt a little stressed out. Everybody's wound a little tight. Things aren't going exactly how we wanted, smooth sailing. All the staff could do about that is work their butts off. Not sit in their basement and complain about it the way I do. They actually are in a position to go fix this. And it feels to me like Freeman is working with an edge to him that I appreciate seeing. All he can do is work his way out of it. And I am telling you, this staff seems to be going really, really hard. Incredibly hard. And you love to see it, man. I'm on Twitter and all I see is different recruiting pictures. The staff visiting this guy, visiting that guy. And then I see all of the transfer portal guys that they're interested in, that have interest in them, and that guys are going to be on campus taking visits. And it's just good to see. That's the only way out of this, is hard, proper work. That's the only way out of it. I could sit here and take calls all day and we worry and stress out and I'm not happy, this and that. The guys that can fix this are doing so. And so I got to say, I'm ultra impressed with the work ethic. And I know you could say, John, that's their job. Like, I know how some of you are. And you're going to say, how much credit are you going to give these guys for just doing their job? All I'm saying is, as a fan who's been stressed out the last couple of weeks since the season's ended, it just calms me down and makes me feel better to see them on this hard of a grind nonstop. I'm telling you, it looks like Freeman's kicked it into a different gear. It looks like he's operating kind of pissed off right now. And I'll be quite honest with you, I love the hell out of it. That's just how I'm reading it. When I look at him he seems to be like hair on fire on this grind with a little different gear ever since that first week where guys started leaving in the portal and all that. It just seems to me that they're off to the races. And I, for one, love to see it. So I want to close this out by saying, what do you think of this quarterback situation now? What do you think of us going down the path again to the portal? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you like that it was Riley? Did you want it to be somebody else? What do you think this does to the competition with Angeli and Minchie? Are they getting a raw deal? Or is this just the way it goes in modern football? I want to know what you guys think of it. But man, college football is changing fast. And I'm trying my best to keep up with the modern times. Let me know what you guys think of these dynamics.